welcome to a brand new deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today we're diving into a challenge many of us face, right? How to tell your professional story so it really stands out, specifically when you're aiming for a software testing role.
Yeah, that resume hurdle. That's a big one.
It is, and we've actually gotten our hands on some really practical source material, excerpts from crafting your software tester resume. And it really breaks down the, let's say, the art and science of building a compelling document.
Yeah, it's quite methodical.
So our mission today, give you a clear, actionable roadmap, help you build a software tester resume that, well, shows off your unique skills and experience, and hopefully sparks those aha moments for hiring managers.
Exactly.
So if the resume is more than just, a list of facts, where do we even begin crafting this thing?
What's fascinating is how the source immediately sets the stage. It says, look, your resume isn't just a list. It's formal, concise, usually 1 or 2 pages, and it's strategically designed to instantly signal your level. Are you junior? Are you senior?
Right.
Yeah. And it's about showcasing the specific skills, the deep knowledge of testing practices that make you the right fit right now.
Okay, so specificity is key from the get-go.
Absolutely.
Our source lays out these practical tips, almost like a project plan, for getting started. It really emphasizes that your resume needs to be a, quote, snapshot of everything unique to you, showing your testing knowledge. But how do you actually capture that unique snapshot? I mean, from potentially years of experience.
That's the crucial first step, isn't it? The source suggests this 3-part process. Pretty insightful, actually. First, just create a massive list of everything. Skills, education, work, platforms, tech, projects, all of it. Don't hold back.
Brain dump stage.
Totally. Then step 2, you study job descriptions.
Right.
The ones you actually want.
Yeah.
And you consciously look for keywords, requirements.
Yeah.
And you start weaving those into your list, to your language.
Okay. Aligning with what they're looking for.
Exactly. And finally, you become ruthless. You highlight only the most relevant stuff, the things you really want to showcase for that specific type of role. It's all about curation.
I like that, curation. And I really appreciate the tangible advice for that initial brainstorm. It says, use sticky notes, a piece of paper, or a notepad on your computer. Just jot it all down, then break it into categories: tech skills, tester experience, education, general work experience, years, company, position. But, for someone who feels maybe they don't have many big achievements yet, how do they approach that sticky note part without getting, well, discouraged?
That's a really good question. Look, the key isn't just achievements in the grand sense. It's contributions. Even early on, think about tasks you nailed, problems you helped solve, even just tools you learned and used effectively.
Okay.
This initial brain dump is just that, a dump. No judgment, no self-censorship yet.
Got it.
And then a really critical piece of advice from the source.
Yeah.
Sort your technical skills by proficiency. It recommends a simple rating method, like scale 1 to 5. 5 is expert, 1 is just familiar.
Right.
This helps you honestly assess, where do I really stand on this skill they're asking for?
And what truly elevates this, I think, is the next bit. The source uses an example, right? Like, if automation testing is crucial for a job, and your self-assessment says, oof, I'm maybe a 1 or 2 there, well, you might need to reconsider applying for that specific role, or maybe focus hard on boosting that skill. It's strategic.
Exactly. It's not just about knowing your weaknesses. It's about strategically deciding where to invest your energy.
Yeah.
If you connect this to the bigger picture, this whole structured self-assessment does 2 things. It ensures you're applying where you can genuinely shine, or it gives you a really clear roadmap for skill development. It transforms resume writing from this reactive chore into a strategic career planning exercise. You're basically turbocharging your job search by focusing energy where it counts.
Okay, I love that framing. Turbocharging your job search. So once we've done that groundwork, that self-reflection, we've got our content ready. What's the actual architectural blueprint for the resume itself? Where does the source say we start building the document?
Right, the actual structure. The guide gives a very clear template, starting with the essentials. First up, the header. Basic contact info, name, address, email, phone. But crucially, it also says include links. Professional networks like LinkedIn, definitely. And any relevant testing search you hold, put them right there.
Makes sense. Easy access for the recruiter.
Huh.
And then the objectives section. Now, I know some people feel this is a bit maybe old-fashioned. How does the source position it?
Yeah, it gets debated.
Yeah.
But the source makes a strong case. It says use it to state why you want this specific job or maybe why you're changing roles. It's also the spot where you can explicitly say, hey, I'm transitioning from another area of IT, so it frames your intent. Can be powerful.
Okay, so a statement of intent. Then we hit the summary of work experience. This feels pretty pivotal. What's the key advice here?
Absolutely pivotal. This is your highlight reel, right?
Yeah.
Key skills, strengths, roles you've played, tech, achievements, awards, certifications, the best bits. And the source is explicit. Start with the points that you need to highlight first. Lead with your strongest stuff.
Front load the good stuff. Got it. And certifications get their own dedicated section too.
Yes, but, and this is a critical caveat, only include certifications relevant to software testing here. Got certs in project management or something else. One suggests maybe consider a separate resume for those roles. Keep this one focused.
Maintain focus. Okay. Next up, the work experience section itself.
Right. This should pull directly from your sticky notes brainstorm. Present it clearly. Table format often works well. And always list your most recent job first, then work backward.
Chronological reverse order. Standard. And your technical IT skills.
List these by categories. Cover both skills used on the job and maybe skills you've developed off the job, like through personal projects or courses. Gives a fuller picture.
Okay, comprehensive view. Then, educational information.
Again, table format is recommended. Highest degree first, work backward. Include graduation year, school, city. Optional. Add your percentage or GPA if it's strong and relevant.
Right. Only if it helps.
Exactly.
And finally, the projects section. Now, the source singles this out, calls it the last but most important section. That's a pretty bold claim. Why is this the linchpin?
It is bold, isn't it? But think about it. In a field like testing, show, don't tell, it's basically gospel. Your projects, that's your concrete evidence, your battleground stories.
Oh, okay.
They're not just tasks you did. They show your problem solving, your impact, how you actually contributed to a team's success. You got to mention specifics about the type of testing job you did.
Yeah.
Always start with the most recent project. And the source gives great examples of what details to include. Project name, client, maybe that's optional, duration like 3 months or 12 weeks.
Be specific.
Super specific. Your role, QA engineer, test lead, whatever. The environment, Windows 8, web app, mobile. And the tools use JIRA, Bugzilla, HP, ALM, QTP, Selenium, name them.
Right. Tools are crucial. And within that project section, the roles and responsibilities part, that's where you really make your case, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's where you connect the dots.
The source gives us a fantastic blueprint here. You can think of it in categories almost. Like, first, your contribution to planning and analysis. Maybe you helped with defect management or identified test scenarios. Then your execution and documentation skills, performing detailed functional testing on, say, the admin module, or documenting test cases and doing peer reviews.
Yeah, the practical stuff.
Exactly. And finally, your expertise with specific tools and methods. Maybe you worked on automation feasibility with QTP or created traceability matrices for full coverage, or you were active in daily scrums, used Airtable or JRA for defect tracking. These aren't just generic bullet points, they're specific actions showing your impact.
Spot on. And that level of detail in the roles and responsibilities, it just paints such a vivid picture for the hiring manager. It shows not just what you did, but how you did it, which tools you mastered. It connects your skills directly to actual tangible outcomes. That's value.
So wrapping this up a bit, what does this all mean for you, the listener, as you sit down to craft your own software tester resume? It seems pretty clear that a really powerful resume isn't just listing stuff. It's about strategic presentation and really understanding what roles you're genuinely ready for.
Yeah, this deep dive really shows that a successful software tester resume, it's meticulously crafted. It has to be. It synthesizes your tech skills, your hands-on experience, your unique contributions, all into this concise, impactful story. It boils down to knowing yourself as a tester, knowing your value, and then communicating that strategically.
So here's a thought to leave you with. If your resume is that snapshot of your past, how can you use these insights we've discussed today to make it a powerful projection of your future contributions? How does it promise value to a new team?
And maybe ask yourself, what really stands out to you from today's discussion? How might you use something like that sticky note method or the proficiency rating to get clearer on your own story and articulate that unique value you bring?
We really hope this deep dive helps you feel more confident, more equipped to create that software tester resume that doesn't just get noticed, but truly opens doors.
CTSS Academy.